This is a CBS News Detroit update.
Good morning, I'm Chris Ladine, and here's a look at your top headlines on this Tuesday morning. The tariffs on products from Mexico and Canada are on hold for now at least, but a 10% tariff is in effect on all China exports to the U.S. That tariff started at midnight, and China is now countering the move by slapping a tariff of 15% on U.S. imports. The tariffs from China would take effect Monday. The two men charged with killing a Rochester Hills man while posing as DTE workers will be back in court today. Josh Wazuazo and Carlos Hernandez are both from Dearborn. They are also charged with unlawful imprisonment. Police say last October they claimed to be DTE workers to get into Hussein Murray's home, then killed Murray and tied up his wife. We'll have an update on today's court hearing starting at noon. There are new developments about a hyperbaric chamber explosion that killed a 5-year-old boy in Troy. It appears the Oxford Medical Center where it happened is not accredited, and while the state of Michigan does not require hyperbaric oxygen facilities to have accreditation, the FDA does recommend only using a facility that is accredited. There are 2 accredited facilities in Michigan, one in Grand Rapids, the other is in Niles. Meantime, the investigation into last Friday's explosion continues. West Bloomfield Township investigators are still trying to figure out what started the fire that killed 3 kids. A 16-year-old girl, a 15-year-old boy, and a 12-year-old boy lost their lives Sunday night. One of the kids calling 911 shortly after 8 in the evening saying they couldn't get out. The fire was contained to the first floor, but there was heavy smoke throughout the house. Fire officials say there were no working smoke detectors in the home. A new Sheetz gas station is coming to Metro Detroit. The Highland Township City Council approved the plan Monday night. The Sheetz will set up at a former lumber yard on M59 near Milford Road. That's in Oakland County. Royal Oak City leaders will vote on a proposed Sheetz in their community on Tuesday. Right now, let's check in with Troy for our next Weather Tuesday forecast. Good morning, Troy.
Good morning, Chris. What a difference a day makes. Yesterday, we had all those clouds. Today, a little bit of sun breaking through, but we're going to be more than 10 degrees cooler today compared to yesterday's high of 43. Today, only going to 31, so staying below freezing into the afternoon hours, but we will see a little bit more sun today than we did yesterday. We'll certainly take that. We are going to be dry into the afternoon, even tomorrow for most of the day looking good. But tomorrow evening, tracking some big changes. The chance that we could see about 1/10 of an inch of ice in some of our central and southern zones by early in the morning on Thursday. So it's really the early morning commute on Thursday that we have to watch for snow, also sleet, and then freezing rain. You can see that the snow here in white, the purple there, sleet, and then freezing rain in our southern zones where you see the pink shading. That's going to be into the early morning hours on Thursday, and then many of us, most of the area seeing at least some sleet that could add up to more than an inch, and then of course 1/10 of an inch of some of that ice for Detroit south into some of our southern zones. Again, that's Thursday morning. Today, warming just below freezing in most spots, 29 in Pontiac, 31 in Detroit, Ann Arbor at 32. Then early morning temperatures tomorrow in the teens, close to 20 in areas closer to Detroit. So Detroit's early morning temperature tomorrow at 22, then 30 for the high on Wednesday. We do go close to 40 by Thursday afternoon, so the ice and the sleet that we do see early in the morning Thursday beginning to melt into the afternoon. Chris, back to you.
Thanks, Troy. That's a look at your headlines. We'll be back later covering stories that matter to you on air and streaming on the CBS News app and Pluto TV.